Well, the library was kind of started by an inquiry from a young man that was at the Border Patrol Academy. And it bothered Mary Louise so much that she decided to go before the Chamber of Commerce at the time. And they showed a great interest in it, and at that meeting they gave $50 to get the ball rolling on maybe getting in a library. Went to the different civic groups in the school and different businesses in Las Fresnas, and Onita Grisham,
I remember her,
who had a building over on where the IBC ATM machine is now. And as I remember, the room was about maybe 12 by 12. And Mac Miller, who was the vocational ag teacher at the school at the time, came in and had the boys help him build shelves in the room. And some of the people, do you remember the years of trading stamps?
Absolutely.
They put their trading stamps together, and we bought metal shelves, got metal shelves with those trading stamps, and so we were going, and the books started rolling in, used books, of course.
Books.
And Mrs. Dodson from the school librarian, helped the volunteers at that time learn how to put the books together, to kind of catalog them, and they put them together and put them on the shelves in alphabetical order. And this was 1961. And by the end of that year, they had an opening, and there was a $1 fee to
be a member of the library.
To be a member of the library, yes.
I remember.
And it kept growing, and before long, after a couple of years, there was just no room anymore to put any more books. So the Women's Service Club, who had been active and whose Mrs. Whipple had been a member of, approached Mr. Whipple about maybe building a library in her memory.
I remember that. The Women's Club met in the library for years and years, I remember. And Miss Whipple was a member of that, and she was killed in a tragic automobile accident.
Yes, she was.
Mr. Whipple wanted to do something in her memory, and that was the beginning, I guess, of...
This was in 1965. And so he gave the money, and originally he gave $25,000. That's what it was going to cost to build the original building, which was 40 by 40. The cornerstone was laid in March of 1966, and the grand opening was May 1st of 1966. I went to work at the beginning of the year of 1966 and started cataloging the books. Here again, the school librarian, Mrs. Dodson, gave me a crash course in doing that, and we started out with about 1,000 books. But as of 1966 then, the library was established. We were open 15 hours a week.
The school was growing,
Yeah.
and so they were sending more students that needed books that they didn't have at the school libraries and
Yes.
everything.
Yes, there
If
was.
you remember, that's about the time that the new high school was built. We called it new then.
We called it
Now
new
it's the old high school. Actually, the junior high now. But you know, that was in the mid-60s.
So our community was very fortunate that Mr. Whipple gave so much to the community.